Wow, some days when we're making soap, we just show up as we are. You know what I'm saying? Hi, my name's Katie Carson. I'm the Duchess of Suds, and before we even begin, I have two things I want to tell you. First of all, thank you, Melissa, for sending me this t-shirt. She said in her note that I've been making her smile, so she hopes this shirt makes me smile, and let me tell ya, it did. This is a reference to the Princess Tiana video. If you want to go see said reference, it is at timestamp 8:30. Thank you, Melissa. Also, not soap related, but incredibly important, my mom and I grew this cucumber. And not only do we grow that cucumber, we also grew these cucumbers. I have extremely limited growing knowledge. This is my second year ever trying to grow things. I got some organic heirloom cucumber seeds from Johnny's Seeds, and it yielded this in a matter of weeks, and there's tons more, and I'm just really excited about that. And I'm pretty sure I need to use my best friend Caroline's juicer so we can make a cucumber soap with my personal fresh organic cucumber water, and you guys should come with me to harvest cucumbers. That's all I'm saying. Okay, anyways, today's soap is Peach Prosecco. It's gonna be great. I know you're going to love it. It is the color palette of my dreams, and without further ado, let's do what we actually do on this channel and make some soap. Okay, y'all, let's whip us up some Peach Prosecco soap. This is actually going to, oh, look, you can see me. Hi. This is actually going to be a pretty easy soap to do, but I might be tweaking the colors after I see how it looks when it's cured, because pinks look a little different after saponification. They're kind of like greens, and I'm really going for a highly specific color profile. First thing I'm going to do is blend up my Lye Water Solution because I have added titanium dioxide straight to it. Now I'm going to pour that straight into my oils, just like so, like milk going into oil. Actually, that sounds kind of gross. Surely there's a prettier way to put that. And now it's time to split this base into 5 equal portions. I am working a bit warmer today, hence the liquidity of the batter. And now that we have all of our containers laid out equally, I can start adding in the individual colors. So in our first one here, I'm adding some more titanium dioxide. We're gonna take this from a cream to a white. Next, I have orange Vibrance, and I'm not actually using that much of it. I know it kind of looks like I'm pouring a lot in, but there's actually not that much in there. And all of these colors are going to look slightly more pastel after they cure. Everything will lighten up a little bit. Typically, unless you're using a fragrance oil that darkens your batch, everything kind of lightens up a little bit after a cure. Next, I have some wild strawberry Enviro glitter. So pretty. This is from Nurture Soap. This is a mix of orange Vibrance from Nurture Soap and Always a Bridesmaid from Mad Micah's. And then over here, as our last color, we have some Voodoo. This is also from Mad Micah's. Kind of a fuchsia, pinky, orange. Our soap is named after the fragrance oil we are using today, called Peach Prosecco. It is from Brambleberry. It smells divine. All right, and now I'm going to blend everything up from lightest to darkest. Okay, these are looking so scrumptious. Let me get my big bucket out again. And we are going to do an in the bucket swirl. So I'm gonna start by pouring half of my soap batter from each container into the middle of the bucket, just like so. Then the rest of my orange here. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape out this container. Then I'm gonna pour in the rest of that beautiful voodoo color. Then I'm gonna pour in the rest of the wild strawberry, and I'm gonna scrape a little bit off the sides of that, but I'm gonna leave some in the container. And I'm gonna do the same for the white. I'm gonna pour that from up high because it's a little thicker. Leave some of that in the container. And then the same with that sort of peachy pink color. Awesome. And now we can go ahead and pour this into our large slab mold. I'm so excited. And now a quick word from today's video sponsor, Acorn TV. You guys know I love British television. It's something I talk about at least once a month because it just brings me so much comfort. I absolutely love the Acorn TV streaming service. Acorn TV is obviously loaded with like thousands of hours of just binge-worthy content. And of course, there's always something new to watch. They are adding new releases all the time over there. Acorn TV is commercial-free and available for just $5.99 a month. It's also super easy to watch. You can download the app or stream via Apple or Android devices. You can also use the Amazon Fire TV, Google Chromecast, or the Roku. That's what Caleb and I watch it on. Try Acorn TV free for 30 days by going to acorn.tv and using the code ROYALTYSOAPS. Once again, pop on over to acorn.tv and use the code ROYALTYSOAPS for a 30-day free trial. Thank you so much to Acorn for sponsoring today's video, and let us continue with our soapy crafting. Now, a key difference that I'm making for this soap is that I am turning the mold, you see the handles here, so that I'm pouring it in a different way. Normally, I will pour front to back of a loaf, and from this time, I'm going side to side. I'm gonna start in the corner and just go back and forth. This soap is going to be a lot more colored and mottled and marbly than my normal soaps. You guys know I like to keep things looking pretty separate most of the time. That's just the way I like it. But this time, I thought it would be fun to mix it up, get some of those colors incorporated, get it all swirly in there. I'm gonna go ahead and scrape out my container here. It looks like sorbet. All right, now I'm gonna tap this down, and I'm gonna go ahead and finish by putting on the last bit of this soap that I had. I'm just gonna kind of flick this around because it is going to be a textured top. I thought that would just look so creamy. Again, kind of like gelato. In case you were curious, all of the kind of beverage soaps that I'm doing this month, or soaps that I carry in my shop, like the limoncello fragrance, this is obviously peach prosecco, it has sort of a bubbly note to it if those drinks are typically carbonated, but it doesn't have any sort of sourness to it. I figured that that was something that somebody had probably wondered, like, does it have like a sourness to the fragrance? Because the alcohol typically has just a touch of, you know, sourness like alcohol do. The answer is no. It's obviously just inspired by those drinks. Unless you get a wine scent, most things that are like called something colada or typically are pretty fruity, they don't have that kind of tangy, wangy smell that a true alcoholic beverage would. Now, if you get a wine or a beer fragrance, that is going to be a little bit soured. I think the people that are using those fragrances are often trying to achieve something a little bit different than these kind of mixed drinks fragrances are trying to do. Beautimous. And now I'm gonna start by texturing the top like this, just kind of pulling to the middle like so. I wonder if I kind of just wanna, ooh, I like this better, just to make little indentations all over. Yeah, down the middle too, so that some of those darker pink colors come up to the top. It'll also make it a little bit easier to cut. Sometimes trying to create individual loaves can be a little bit difficult because if your spacing is off even a little, the bar may not end up the way you want it to. Another thing I like to do when I'm texturing a top like this to make it kind of look like a fruit or dessert is turn it to the side and pull from a couple of different angles. Okay, that looks just flea-flopping delicious. So I'm just going to take some bursting beads. These are from Brambleberry. And I'm going to sprinkle them across the top, kind of all over the place. The pink ones may not stand out that much, but when you get an individual bar, you will definitely be able to see them. They're also like the perfect pink for this bar because they're sort of a peachy, orangey pink. Then I'm just gonna tap my container. There's a little static cling in there. White ones are a little bit bigger here, so I'm gonna be a little more careful with how I place those. The forbidden gelato. Tap that in. I'm gonna go ahead and spritz the top with some rubbing alcohol, and our peach Prosecco soap is done. Let me zoom y'all in. I'm really liking doing this version of the zoom ins recently because I feel like I just won't mess it up as much. So we will be back in 18 to 24 hours to split this slab into loaves and cut the loaves into bars after this quick commercial break. I know when I split this batch, a couple of y'all probably freaked out and were like, oh no, you split it the wrong direction, because this is typically what a cut bar looks like. But remember, we poured this one different and we're cutting it different. I'm going for a different look with this particular design. I didn't really want a drop swirl. I wanted something that looked more creamy and more marbled. Just gonna place this in my soap cutter, Natasha. Gonna pop one right out of the middle here, a little bit sticky, and this is what it looks like on the inside. So you can see what I mean, a little bit more swirly. Most of this is more linear, so you can see especially on the bottom right here, it just kind of has this more fluid look, I would say. This kind of has the same feeling as does this. Yeah, this one right here is more what I was going for. It also smells super, super good the next day. And I'm very, very pleased with the colors. I was just a little bit timid. You know, I get a little timid because things look so different the next day. But I feel like this encapsulates the fragrance perfectly. Ooh, look at the ripple on that. That really does look like marble. That's so nice. And the top does look like a gelato or something. Like, I just couldn't be more pleased. Question of the day. Have you ever enjoyed peach ice cream or gelato or sorbet? Because it's really good. Okay, why does this look like the Cheshire Cat? Tell me I'm wrong. It kind of looks like the Cheshire Cat. Maybe it looks a little more like it if I put it this way. Hold on. Now do you see it? Because I was looking at it upside down. That is so crazy. I could never redo that, not even if I tried. Also, let's separate the eyeballs and see what that looks like. That just looks really funny. Anyway, if you've never tried peach gelato or peach sorbet, highly recommend. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Leave us a comment down below. I will be making more soaps for this collection, obviously, and I will be sharing them on Instagram and TikTok. I feel like I've said 18 times I'm trying to get better at using short form, but I am actually doing it this month. I have a TikTok for every single soap, so I'll just pat myself on the back for really just being that dedicated. Be sure you do something fun for yourself, whether that's growing some organic produce in your backyard, or maybe going for a swim. Is it warm enough where you are to go swimming? Because I can tell you, it is definitely warm enough where I am. When Caleb and I moved in September of 2020, we bought a house with a pool, which number one, terrified me because I've never had a pool before and didn't know what sort of maintenance was going to go into it. And number two, excited me beyond belief because all of my childhood dreams of let's play mermaids has now been realized, and my best friend can come over at any time and stay the night at my house, and we can turn on the light in the pool and mermaid our way around, and I get to do it with my younger sisters and my daughter. So tell me that this isn't just the greatest ever. Anyways, do something that makes you happy. Not what makes me happy, not what makes your parents happy. It's about you. What's gonna make you happy today? Is that going out and maybe doing something for somebody else? Sometimes that's a great way to boost your mood if you're feeling down. Maybe it's just going to the bathroom with the door shut alone. But you know, I don't care what you do, as long as it's something for yourself today, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, bye for now. Meow.